Familiar face? Welcome back to the bird room. Hopefully you're all looking forward to watching the episode. It's been a while since I've uploaded, just due to work and being busy at the shows this year, showing just a number of different things that's been going off. Has obviously made the YouTube channel take a bit of a back seat, but now I've got a bit more time, a bit more to show in the bird room, and a lot of encouragement from people that have seen me at the shows, at the sales over the last few weeks, saying how much they enjoy the content that we put out, and hopefully that will come across and give everyone something to look forward to on a weekly basis. I'm just watching a pair of greenies up here. She's not gone to this, but I'll explain that anyway. But anyway, like I said, we are back. We are breeding at the moment, so obviously I feel like I've missed something, missed showing you something, because obviously I haven't talked about conditioning or what I did to condition the birds or anything like that, but I will catch that up as the episodes roll out throughout the weeks, because rather than doing an episode on each segment of what I've done over the last 3 months, I will just include them as I'm talking about the certain types of birds I've got and what I've done to get them into that condition, and do separate videos on what the birds are doing at that point and what has led up to that point, if that makes sense. That is, anyway. So anyway, as we are back, like I said, we have actually got birds on chicks at the moment. We've got, I think, 11 nests of 5s hatched. Also, we've got British finches, a red poll here on eggs, red poll behind me on eggs, green finches on eggs. So I'll try and be as quick as possible and as quiet as possible, really. I have put the feelers out to a few friends on what they would like to see in the videos over the next coming 2 or 3 weeks, and it's actually quite an easy one. What I actually like to do is show the preparation of nest sites for the certain British finches that I've got in the shed, and where position them and how I condition them. So that will come up probably next week's episode, and it may be a lot better at that point, because at that point people should be starting thinking about breeding their British birds then. Whereas, like I said, mine are already there or thereabouts, because I've conditioned at the same time as I've conditioned the canaries themselves. Just makes it easier for me. Right, so as I said, we've got 5s on chicks, as you can see. We've got 25 more on eggs due to hatch. Also green finches, as I've just mentioned. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs on eggs at the moment, 2 pairs of red polls on eggs. But actually, this little blighter here kept thinking she would lay eggs off the floor every day, until today. She laid in the nest till an hour ago, and it was bloody on the floor. The cockbird had turfed it out, so I've took him out, and she's sat on an empty nest at the minute, but she'll sort that out there. She'll sort that. So anyway, with the canaries, as you can probably see behind me, I've got some English cinnamons. I've always really, I like the older variety of canary anyway, as in you can, well, you know, I've got the Londons in the shed, they're next door, but the old English cinnamons, I'm gonna give them a go. Jamie's got a few pairs, I've got a few pairs, but over the next few weeks you will actually see a lot more of them. There's various pairs on eggs. There's one on, in cage number 6, actually on full eggs, because I candled them a few days ago, and they are full. So we will have some of them over the next 2 or 3 weeks hatching, and something for you people that don't know about all the English cinnamons. There will be a little bit on that, explaining about them as well. I don't know as much as some do, but I'm sure you'll find something interesting about them. So the build up over the last, I would say, 8 weeks for the birds, regardless if it's going to be the British finches or the canaries, have all been the same. Like I said, soak seed egg food. The egg food mix has not really changed much since last year, except for I have started to add some of the finer seeds that's in here. It's got piccolo sunflower, which is obviously for goldfinches, but it's a soft sunflower. It's a tiny little black sunflower. You probably can't see that, but it's tiny. Mustard seed, which may surprise you. Clover seed, fonio paddy, blue mole, gola pleasure, all that stuff. And the reason is because they are in themselves a really good seed for any bird. They've got plenty of additives in there that the birds will need. All different, different vitamins that would do the birds a world of good. So all I'll do is, if I'm doing an egg food mix, that's me soaks in there, something around that size for all the birds in the both this bird room and the one next door. I will just add something like that, a sprinkle over, and that is plenty enough to mix in with the seed. You don't want to overdo it because you'll end up giving the birds the runs. But the birds themselves seem to obviously thrive on that, because whether it be the canaries or the British, or the canaries even feeding the young uns, I've seen them literally straight looking for them type of stuff, the finer seeds, and they're easier for the chicks to digest because they're softer seeds. So like I said, the egg food itself hasn't really changed, but as the year progresses I will change it as the weather gets hotter and hotter throughout the year. Today outside it's freaking terrible. It's so windy, wet and miserable, and them type of days I can do with windy and wet, but not together. I can do with a lot, but not when it's all together. So let's quickly talk about the British birds in general. As you know, as a breeder myself, I've always been a British bird breeder, full stop, regardless of if it's the canaries in between or whatever it is. I've always had British birds since I was a kid. It has waned off over like last couple of years when I've been concentrating on getting a line of fives going, but still remain with the British birds. But now I've got a lot more hybridizing pairs, mewling pairs and British bird pairs this year than I have for the last few years. Hybridizing pairs, we've got about 10 pairs, and some good news this morning. I've got 2 greenfinch bullfinch pairs in the other room. As everyone knows, I'll separate the cock, and she's been building up for the last few days. I put a nest site in on a Saturday. By Monday she'd fully built the nest and ready to lay. Threw the cock bird back in and he treaded her straight away. Bloody weather. Literally within seconds he'd tread her twice. So I'm fingers crossed again that we do have full eggs like we did last year from the greeny pair, or the greeny bully pair that we had in here. Because like I said, it's a lovely hybrid, and one I'm yet to breed. Greeny chaffy pairs, and sounds like an obsession with my greenies, but I'll tell you why. The greeny cockbirds obviously bred more cockbirds this year than hen birds, so spare cockbirds equals more birds to hybridize with. So we've got 4 greenfinch chaffinch pairings this year. One of them is building up as we speak, and they all seem to be getting on fine. Sometimes you can see when an hybridizing pair clicks, and sometimes you can't. Sometimes the greenies are a bit too aggressive, but these seem perfect together. Like I said, you'll see more of that over the coming weeks. Mewling pairs, linnet mewling pairs as we did last year, golden mewling pairs. I think that's it for the mewling pairs. Yes, it is, yeah. Chaffinches, we've got chaffinches, siskins, bullfinches, so plenty of British birds to look forward to, as well as a few pairs of greenfinch chucked in along the way, because you know I do like my greenfinches. We do have other birds, brambles, hawfinches, linnets. That's it. goldfinches, but they aren't here. I've only got so much room in this bird room, and obviously I can't have everything in here because I'd have no room for the young. So them type of birds are at friends' houses being bred, or just other places, just not in our bird room. So as the breeding season again progresses, hopefully I can get some updates on them and let you know how they're getting on and what's happening with them. I forgot to mention, got red polls, lesser and mealy this year. Like I said, we've got this one up here, which is a lesser red poll. We've also got mealies that's behind us. One of them is on the second egg today, so very early for them, but they were ready. So, and they're off a brilliant line, Paul Meek's line. So looking forward to see how they turn out later on in the year. As I said, the greenfinches, they're pretty much ready. There's 2 or 3 pairs that are building up, and they've been, when I'd have been the flights a while ago, I had hens in one, cocks in another. I knew that they were ready because the hens were pulling at each other and carrying feathers around in the beak, and the cockbirds were scrapping with each other. So I decided to get the flights done, get them paired up, and put the nest sites in. And like I said, within no time, they're in there, building up, laying eggs on the floor, which is one thing that I can't stand, is birds laying eggs on the floor, and you know that obviously they could have been the next show winner. You just never know. So put them in, and plenty of them are laying eggs now. There's one egg, if you remember from the last year's episode, I mentioned there's an hen bird that just constantly lays. She's been paired up. I've seen the cockbird treader. She's laid 7 eggs on the bounce. Never sits them. All I've done is every morning I'll come in, take the eggs away, and just store them until I've got either a greenfinch that's laying at the same time, or I've got a canary or another bird that I can put them under, because I remember last year she never sits them. She just keeps laying eggs and laying eggs. So, and to be fair, one of the young ones that is from last year turned out a really good bird. Actually, she's in this cage behind us, actually on eggs now herself. So I can't be losing them type of eggs when it comes to it. While we've been obviously getting the flights ready, something that I thought about from last year is that, if you remember also what I said, that the birds themselves didn't really settle with a little amount of cover in the flights. So as you will see in the next week's episode, is how I prepared the nest sites, not just in the flights but in the cages. I did offer more and more cover for them and different types of nest sites just to get them settled in, and like I said, that'll be on next week's episode, because today's main part of the episode is just to tell you that we've not gone anywhere. We are back, we are here, and we will be bringing you a lot more to look forward to this breeding season. So before we go today, I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you to all the new subscribers to the channel since we've been off air. It does mean a lot, and I hear this all the time when I watch, no matter what whose episodes I watch, but they'll take the same thing, and I didn't believe how much this is true. But I looked at the analytics, I think that's what it's called, of subscribers to people that are not subscribed to the channel, which is, I'm not that bothered. If you subscribe, that's down to you. I'd like you to, not get me wrong, but 83.3% don't even subscribe to a channel, which I found that hard to believe. It baffled me, to be fair, but like I said, it's down to you guys if you want to subscribe. So if you have, thanks very much. But anyway, that's enough of that for a second. Main thank yous is for all the supporters who've come up at the shows, up at the sales, and tell me how much they enjoy it. This is for you. We don't do this for our own benefit. It is to pass information on to everyone, even if it's the old people that's been in the hobby for years, or it's these the new generation of bird keepers that's coming along, and there is plenty of them. So I'm not going to listen to it's a dying hobby, because it absolutely is not. So thank you to you, and also PJ and Duncan, you know you all lads, PJ and Tommy, and obviously Jamie, for helping me out at the Stafford and Newark sales, because without them I couldn't have done it. There's no way that I could have done that on my own. The guys went above and beyond helping me out, and obviously it's them that make it a lot easier to do what I do. Also, Sally Smith, sorry Sally, I haven't done the episode that you asked because I've done it a while ago on pairing up the birds. I will run through it in the next episode on quick rundowns, but I know that Matt Elder's done one similar to what I would have been doing anyway, so hopefully you can get everything you need from that. If not, send me a message, Sally, and tell me what you'd like to see, and I will get it on there for you on the next episode or the one after. So, like I said, thanks very much to everybody. There's a lot of people to thank, so I'm not going to thank everyone individual. But as a thank you, we've got some uni feeding. Now, a bag was split on the way home from Stafford. So rather than throwing it away or sell it as damaged goods, which I won't do, I decided to try it myself. Unifeed Vita. I've used it. I've used most of the bag now anyway. I've been mixing it and putting it in with the egg food, just so it's not a lost cause. It's not bloody cheap. Not really something that I'll be carrying on using personally. Got nothing against people that are using it. It's just I'm pretty old school. I'll stick to my soak seed and egg food, which I know that the birds like. The birds are used to it. But as a thank you to any subscriber to the channel, if you are wanting some Unifeed, head over to the website. You will get 20% discount on any of the Unifeed that we've got in stock. Whether it be 1 bag or 2 bags, you'll still get 20% off. Just enter code YouTube1. That way you'll get obviously a discount, but you enter that at the end, so you'll pick your items that you want. It's the only Unifeed that is on promotion for any YouTube subscriber. Head over there, at the end of the checkout, got a coupon, type in YouTube1, you'll get your 20% discount off the Unifeed. Just to say thank you to everybody. I know it is the new big thing out there, but it's like I said, it'll help you guys if you want to use that. A little thank you back from me, giving you a discount on that. So unfortunately that is it for today from me in the bird room. If you have enjoyed what I've put out, please give it a thumbs up, like the video, share the video, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, 83% of you, and you are able to subscribe, please subscribe to the channel. If not, thanks for watching anyway. At the end of the day, that's what I do it for. Don't do it for the subscribers, I do it for people that want to watch something and enjoy watching it. So until next time, next week, when we'll be showing you nest sites on the British birds. Thanks for watching. Have a good evening. Happy Easter as well. Thank you.